Hi everyone. Is becoming a professor in the engineering college really worth it? Let us dive into this topic right now. So before going into teaching, let us understand the engineering life cycle. In an academic year, you have two semesters. So one is from July to December and one is from January to May, and some cases up to June. So ideally for one semester you have a period of 5 months. I'm exaggerating this a bit. This might be a bit less. So for each semester you have a time period of 5 months and 5 months. Ideally, let us take a semester period of July to December. In a semester you have 5 months. So for each month 4 weeks, and so that is 20 weeks in a semester. So you have around Saturday and Sunday coming into 40 days is gone as holidays, and 10 days is gone for internals, 3 days for the internals, 1 day before the examination is gone for the students preparation, and 1 day after the examination student don't come because they studied very hard for the examinations. So 10 days is gone, 40 plus 10, 50 days of holidays is already gone. Apart from this, we have 10 days of government holidays, that is 60 days is gone. And apart from this, we have around 5 days of extra, around 5 to 10 days of extra holidays, students bunking the classes or some kind of events going on in the college, and some miscellaneous reasons. So around 10 days will be gone for this. So ideally around 70 days is just gone for holidays. So in a period of 5 months, we have only a period of 2.8 months for the teaching. Apart from this, so 2 weeks will be gone for the end semester examinations. So this completes around 2.5 months in a academic year just for preparations. That means 2.5 months is gone for as holidays because I don't consider any teaching that is going to happen in this time frame. So ideally, so in a semester, 2.5 months is gone for holidays, and from January to May, 2.5 months is gone as holidays. So 5 months is gone for holidays. And apart from this, we have around 30 to 45 days for a period of summer holidays and mid-semester holidays. So this is extra 1.5 months of holidays. So around 6.5 months is ideally gone as holidays in a teaching life. And then in a year, if you count, it is just 5.5 months of teaching that is being done in the engineering curriculum. So this sounds to be too many of holidays. So for a teacher, it's a very good thing. So you are a bit free. Now the question is, are you really free? We will get into this topic just now. So let us look at how much time you are spending in a college. That's the most important part. So even though the college is working from Monday to Friday for students, the faculty should attend Monday to Saturday. So 6 days of time you have. So 75 days, 75 active working days you are spending in the college. So let us say 75 days you are spending in the college. Is a workload of 7 hours a week is around 525 hours you are spending in a college in an entire semester. But understand this, Monday to Friday is the most active period because you are spending a lot of time in the teaching time also. So that is 65 days you are spending by attending the classes. So 65 days into 7 is 455 hours of time you are spending in the college. So let me come to the total number of working hours you are spending to attend the classes. 200 hours, around 180 to 200 hours you are spending in teaching the classes, and 90 hours you are spending in the entire semester for paper evaluation. So that is internal paper evaluation and lab paper evaluation. So the ideal time I am taking for paper valuation is 15 minutes. Okay, and 15 hours you are spending for internal exam duty. So you go and stand up in the examination hall, and again around 40 hours of end semester examination duty you have. Around 2 weeks of exams you have, so you'll be spending around 40 hours just for the examination duty. And in the 65 days you have around 1 hour of lunch break that you get, so it is 65 hours of lunch break. So over a period of 455 hours you are spending in the college, around 410 hours you will be spending officially you are spending for all the paper evaluations, internal exam duty, end semester examination duty, lunch break, and on the class time you are spending in the labs and the subjects you are handling. So around 410 hours, around 390 to 410 hours you are spending in the college. The examination duty might vary from college to college, but I'm pretty sure during the end semester examination, at least one duty you will do per day. Okay, so this is the ideal time. So out of 455 hours, around 390 to 400 hours you will be spending officially, and you have just 40 hours to 50 hours of break in the entire semester. And this is not a break. I will also tell you one more important part in this. The faculty is supposed to take attendance 3 times. I will tell you what is 3 times. So one attendance he'll be taking in the classroom. So attendance will be gone for 15 minutes in the classroom, and one attendance he'll be entering into the attendance book, because the faculty will never take attendance in the attendance register. He'll be taking the attendance register in a blank paper, and then he'll be entering all the data into his attendance register. That is one entry. And after that, there will be one more entry that he'll be entering on the booklet of the department. So that is 10 minutes of time he'll be spending at least to take the attendance there, to enter into the booklet, and then one more attendance he'll be entering into the computer system of the college. So understand this: if you're taking 3 subjects or 2 subjects in a day, 10 minutes of classroom attendance and 10 minutes of time you're spending to enter the attendance in the department, and 10 minutes of time to enter the attendance in the computer. So that is 30 minutes of time you are spending just for giving the attendance. At the end of the semester, a lot of tampering of attendance will also be done. uh, I really don't know why attendance system is still there, because it is the education system is completely making a mockery of the attendance system. 30 to 35 minutes to 30 to 40 minutes you're spending in a day to give attendance for one subject. If you're having 2 subjects, at least 45 minutes you'll be spending just to enter the attendance. This might be over exaggerated, but 15 to 30 minutes of ideal time you'll be spending. That is 30 hours in a year, in a semester, you'll be spending just to enter attendance in the attendance register. So I think so you got the gist on attendance. So this completes around 440 hours. 455 hours of Monday to Friday, you get around 410 to 430 hours you'll be spending on all these activities, taking classes, examination duties, paper evaluation, and entering attendance. Okay. And my question is, how much of time do you really get to prepare the notes for the class? That's the biggest myth. So now coming to the workload of the faculty, if faculty has around 48 hours of time to be spent in the college premises, you'll be having a workload of 2 to 3 subjects on one lab. If you're taking 3 subjects, you'll be having one lab. If you're taking 2 subjects, you'll be having 2 labs. That means 2 different labs. Okay. So a new faculty who is joining the college will be taking 2 3 subjects. Most of the cases, the faculty will be handling new subjects. That is 2 different subjects he'll be handling. So whereas the most senior most faculty, they'll be handling single subject for 2 different sections or for 2 different branches. So the workload for them will be quite less. Whereas the workload for you is around 5 hours you'll be spending in the classroom for each subject. So for example, you are spending 2 subjects of workload. You'll be taking around 10 to 12 classes in a week. That is around 12 hours or 50 minutes to 1 hour. That depends, but let me say it's 1 hour for my case. And if you're taking one lab period will be for around 2 to 3 hours. So let us take 3 hours as an ideal period. For for one subject for one subject 5 hours. For 2 subjects, 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. And per lab you'll be having 2 times in a week, so that is 4 to 6 hours. So ideally you'll be taking around 16 to 18 hours of time for the classes. So this looks very less when you're comparing 48 hours of time that you're spending in the college. 18 hours is gone just for teaching. So understand one thing: in the 48 hours, 40 hours is only the working time. The Saturday will not be considered as a working period in the college, because students will not be attending the classes. So the working period is from Monday to Friday. So out of 40 hours, 20 hours of time you will be spending just for the teaching. So apart from this, you have 22 hours of time you have. So let us take 5 hours you have as a break. Okay. So 23 hours is gone for your regular chores and for the classroom. So ideally you'll be having only 15 hours of time, spare time from Monday to Friday, which you should fulfill. Now let us look at the most busiest part apart from the academic teaching curriculum. So teaching is not the major part here. Don't get confused. You're joining as a professor, or let me say as a teacher, or nowadays the modern word is a mentor. You're not a teacher anymore. You're just a mentor. So now the fun part is teaching is just a part of it. So the biggest time you're spending is for inspections. So what are inspections? So how well the college is working. Okay. So first comes the university inspection. So the university inspection will be done at least once in a year. Okay. So you'll be spending a good amount of time for university inspection. And apart from this, you have other department inspections. So the other departments like ECE department will come and check the CS department. CS department will come and check the civil department will go and check the mechanical department. So the departmental inspection will be done at least once in a semester, that is two times in a year it is being done. And apart from this, we have interdepartment inspections. So the HOD of the department will try to inspect what you have done in the entire semester. So that is one inspection. And one inspection we have, I think so, it is for AACT inspection, but officially I have never seen an AACT inspection, but I think so that is there. Okay. And apart from this, you have one thing called a NIRF ranking. So this is also one inspection. It's not basically inspection. It is basically where you try to put up some records and just try to show it to the this thing to give the good ranking for your college or the university you're working in. So that is called as a RF ranking. Apart from this, you also have one more ranking called Atal ranking. So this is also one more ranking that you have. You should be participating for that. That is Atal ranking. And next is UGC inspection will be having, and NBA inspection also will be having. NBA might not be and UGC might not be regular, but the workload of the inspections will be very hectic because I think the UGC and NBA inspections will be done at least once in every 2 years or 3 years, but I'm not sure. But at least in a year or in a semester, will be at least going through the local inspection and the interdepartment inspection that will be definitely be going on. And then a year will be having a university inspection that is being done. The thing is, you're not preparing for the classes, but you're preparing for the inspections. As you know that most of the universities or the colleges nowadays, they cook up a lot of data to show it to the inspections, and you'll be working only on the inspections. Apart from the teaching curriculum, the most of the time that you'll be spending just for the inspections. So what the HOD or the senior most people say is, don't spend any time preparing for the classes in the college, but you should be preparing for the classes at the house. That is an extra time you will be spending at house. And understand this, inspections is a major chunk for the colleges. So you'll be spending most of the time apart from the class hours that you'll be spending teaching subject and handling the students. And one more major part I forgot to add this is end semester projects. At the end of every semester, you'll be having some kind of projects, not for the first year, because I'm not speaking of first year now, second, third, fourth year. Fourth year, you'll be having a last 3 months of period to monitor the projects of the students. I'll discuss about the projects a bit later on. It's a good topic to discuss. So most of the time, the faculty will be having at least two projects to be handled uh, from the students to monitor what students are doing, and you should also be building a report on that. So you should also monitor project reports. Every year you'll be having at least monitoring your project reports, because fourth year students will always be there, and you'll always be monitoring the project reports of the students. And also you'll be having one more important thing of project presentations. So a faculty should also attend the project presentations whenever he's free. Okay. So if he's not having classes, at least 1 week or 2 weeks in a month, he'll be handling the seminars that is being conducted by the students on the projects that are being done. So this is also an extra workload that is being handled. And if you really see the entire 450 or 540 hours that you are being spent in the college, I really feel the entire 500 to 540 hours of time is being squeezed out of you. And let us come to the best part, that is money. How much are you being paid? What is the perks, salary, paisa, kitna milta hai? How much? Faculty's salaries might be surprising you. There is one of my sister, very eldermost sister. She's a maths teacher. To the best of my knowledge, she's working in a school in Hyderabad. From 20 years, she's working in a school. I think so. Right now, her take home is 30,000 rupees per month. Most of the school teachers in a private institution, they're not in a position to even to apply for the tax bracket. So teaching in a school is a different thing. So now let us look at the take home salary of the faculties in most of the engineering colleges or universities in our country. A classroom in India ideally has a strength of 60 students. Understand this? It's not 20. It's not 24, 25, not that, not even 30. A classroom strength of an engineering class is 60, 50 to 60 students, sometimes even to 75 students in a classroom they'll be sitting. So you can understand the amount of stress that the faculty is going through to handle students. So now let us look at the money that they are making. The ideal salary in engineering college for engineering faculty. I'm not saying about B pharmacy and all these departments. I'm just speaking about EC, computer science, civil, and all these things. So the salary right now is 25,000 to 40,000 rupees. So if he's a fresher, his salary will be 25,000 rupees. If he's applying for a CS department or an AI department or ML department, his salary might be 30,000 rupees also. But for the other departments, the take-home salary uh, for a faculty is 20 to 25,000 rupees if it is in other departments. Whereas the salary for an associate professor is close to 40,000 to 1 lakh rupees. And depending on the department where he is working, if he is working as an associate professor in a CS department, ideally an associate professor should have a PhD, but God knows what the designations and what the qualifications do they have. And if they have a PhD, I don't know whether they'll be giving a professor or a associate professor. But this part I really don't know because it is quite tricky. In most of the cases, if you want to become an assistant professor, PhD is a mandate in most of the universities in abroad. But in India, if you want to become an assistant professor, even the MTech qualification is sufficient. So for a MTech assistant professor salary is from 25,000 to 40,000, that is 3 lakh to 4.8 lakh rupees per annum. So this is not even a tax bracket salary. But if he's an associate professor, his take-home salary will be from 40,000 to 1 lakh. If it is in the main departments, he might be getting a salary of 1 lakh rupees. But if he's like mechanical, this kind of departments, metallurgy, this kind of departments, his take-home salary will be 40 to 50,000 rupees, sometimes 60,000 rupees. But the salary bracket I'm putting is from 40,000 to 1 lakh rupees. In some cases, some associate professors are getting in a salary of 1 to 1.25 also, but it depends on the branch. But as the branch demand goes down, the salary will drastically fall down. I am putting a salary bracket of 40,000 to 1 lakh rupees per month. So that makes around 4.8 to 12 lakh rupees per annum. A few of the associate professors are in a stage to pay tax to the country, but the professor's salary is from 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh. So this is the best salary that they would get. Understand this? An assistant professor is like a fresher to 4 to 5 years of experience with an MTech degree, and associate professor is like 5 to 10 years of experience with a PhD, and a professor is like 10 to 20 years of experience. 10 to 20 years of experience with a PhD is considered as a professor. So if you consider these salaries in par with the with the corporate salaries, they are nowhere in the picture. And understand these things. The engineering colleges will not give you any other benefits such as medical benefits, life insurance, nothing. And as far as I know, that most of the academic institutes don't even put a EPF or NPS account also. These things also I came to know. Looking at the salaries, I really don't think this field is a place to pick up on. Okay, and let me go to the next part on the technologies that these colleges are using. So let us look at the means of teaching. What kind of tools does a faculty in a engineering college uses? This is the best part that I would like to say. So most of the classrooms, even now, most of the senior most faculties, even now, they use blackboards. Out of 100 colleges, if you pick 98%, 95 to 98% of the classrooms even now stick to blackboard teaching. Okay, understand this. If a faculty want to draw a diagram, especially circuits or some centrifugal pumps, this kind of things, 10 to 15 minutes just to draw a diagram. And in this 10 to 15 minutes of time, the students at the back of you will be going haywire. They'll be shouting, they'll be screaming, they'll be chatting, and the amount of mental stress you'll be going through with the sound that you are hearing will be horrible. Okay, so 10 to 15 minutes to draw a diagram and to erase it 5 to 10 minutes. So that 25 minutes at least will be gone for writing, erasing. So 20 minutes of time will be gone for this. And even now, most of the faculty stick to the point of dictating the notes. So most of the faculty even adapt to this way of teaching, where where they get a piece of paper and they teach it to the students, and the students will write it down rather than just giving the copy of it. If you just give a copy, the senior most faculty will say, this is not the way to teach the students. I really don't know what's the way to teach the students, but in my experience, when I was a student, I saw the senior most faculty getting a fluid mechanics notes. It looks something like a yellowish paper. Like I think so, he's using the paper from past 5 to 10 years. The same notes he's repeating. Very few people, or very few campuses are equipped with the projectors. And if you want to get a projector in the college, that is the most challenging task. In the entire department, there will be 2 to 3 projectors. These projectors, getting a projector is a very tedious task. And after that, some classrooms they are equipped with projectors, but most of them they will not be working properly. So the faculty is forced to teach 60 students in a classroom on a blackboard, and the sound, the people, the students, because a faculty cannot focus on 60 students in a classroom. That's practically not possible. Okay, so many few colleges are equipped with the projectors, and the faculty cannot use it to the best use because the senior most faculty will not appreciate the way you're teaching it. And next, the best part is, unfortunately, most of the colleges right now, they don't even have, the most students doesn't even have laptops. Forget about the students. Most of the labs right now, most of the faculty right now doesn't have laptops. And most of the computers that these faculties are using, they're using an Intel, I think so, it is Intel X3 if I'm saying, I forgot, it's i3, i5, i7, I think so, correct me if I'm wrong. They're using far lower processors. The RAM is so low that the AutoCAD takes 5 minutes of time to load up. Most of the labs are not equipped with modern systems. If I'm wrong, I think so, they're using some Intel very old processors, that the GPU is very bad and CPU is very bad, that these systems won't work properly. And most of the systems don't even have an antivirus system, where the college cannot afford for an antivirus system. And this is the state of the labs that are being available in the colleges. And next is the students. How many of the students use laptops or a computer? Unfortunately, most of the engineering students right now, they are not having laptops with them. I heard during my engineering that Tamil Nadu was able to give laptops to the students in 2004, 2005 at this point of time. But even now, in most of the cities or most of the colleges in most of the states, colleges or the governments or the people are not in a state to afford for the laptops. So the laptops are not there. How will the students use the modern technologies? But right now, the place where I am staying in, my kid is using a touchpad. Uh, right for his first class, they're using the touchpads. But unfortunately, in India, even now, most of the engineering colleges, the students in the engineering college, the faculty in the engineering colleges, doesn't have a laptop. They are, or they're not in a state to afford for a laptop. So if this kind of teaching system continues, I really doubt the capabilities of how the engineering will continue ahead in the country. So the major motive of mine why I'm making this video is to understand the situation of the engineering colleges, and if you are really trying to become a professor or an assistant professor or an aspiring faculty in an engineering college, my sincere suggestion is, if you're damn rich, please go into a engineering college as a faculty, and I will leave the rest to your opinion. And these are the observations that I have made for around 5 years of teaching, 3 years, 4 years after my 3.5 years of teaching after my PhD, and 2 years before my PhD as a teacher. This is what I have observed. Next is, if you want to swap into another careers, a teacher finds really hard to get his career options. If you're a teacher, for the rest of your life will be a teacher, because the technology is so ahead from the things that you are teaching in a classroom. Okay, I don't think even a person who is working as a faculty in a computer science department, if he's teaching Python or something, he is not in a state of place where he goes to a corporate company and he can work on his Python skills to get a job. So the gap between the teaching field and the uh, things that are going in the site or the industry, uh, there's a huge gap between them. Okay, so this is the state of the education system, the teachers in the country. And I have seen many teachers who are struggling to pay their medical bills also on time, and without any saving benefits. It is very hard for the teacher to focus on the students, on how to teach the students, how to develop the students. This is the state of engineering in India. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. I'll come up with the next video. Hope this might be useful to you.